The Culture Secretary Jeremy Hunt has been racing around the country promoting his vision for local television. He hopes to help create 20 new local TV stations and has invited people in 65 towns and cities across the UK to say why they should have the chance to set up a new station. Our reporter Chris Valence has been taking a look at the reception that his big idea has been getting.
Is this the television of the future?
Welcome to Mon TV, your very own local TV channel.
According to Richard Wardston of Mon.tv, an online station from Monmouth, it could be.
You know, localism, as it was in the food industry, is a kind of an equal and opposite reaction to globalism. And what we've done, I think we've shown that it works very well.
Richard and others had gathered over coffee and biscuits in Newport to hear Jeremy Hunt sell his vision for local TV.
It's probably going to be the biggest change in broadcasting for a couple of decades.
We have great towns and cities in our country that have a really fierce civic identity. Strangely, although they have great local newspapers and great local radio stations, they don't have their own TV station. And I'd like to see many more people involved in the media industry and a much higher choice and variety and quality when it comes to local broadcasting.
The plan is for 20 new local broadcasters, not the regional TV of old, nor quite as local as Mon TV yet, but built around individual communities, towns like Mold, for example.
What we really want is to make sure that Mold TV is really of Mold, by Mold, for Mold, and isn't a Cardiff product with a little bit of Mold branding around the edges.
But do people want a Barnstable, Bangor or Basingstoke TV? What would they be like? Well, Grimsby's local TV station has been on air for over a decade, and it wants to be part of the new scheme. Leah Nietzsche is from Channel 7.
So here we are, Image Studios, the home of Channel 7, our local television station for the past 14 years.
Hello, I'm Emma Lingard and welcome to The People's Jury, the brand new show that puts the news on trial.
We're very much in the provinces, so for us to have our own voice and for people to actually feel part of the area and see images that they love and they feel a part of is important, and that's why I think people want local television in our area.
Watching reporter Emma Lingard craft a piece about farming, the feeling was also that local was a good thing.
Just look this way, because I'm going to stand this way.
Bob Dixon, Roxton Farm. Oh, it's marvellous, isn't it? It's marvellous. It's your friendly, bonny young lady doing it, interviewing me, isn't it?
Much better than some strange bloke from London.
Much better, much better.
Channel 7 is funded from a variety of sources, including the lottery. In spite of plans for subsidised transmission costs, Leah Nietzsche thinks anyone looking to make a fast buck out of local TV will be disappointed.
If you look over the last 10 years, those companies who have looked just at being profitable are no longer there. That maybe tells you about the realities of local television at the moment.
Commercial stations will look to advertising to make money, but they'll face fierce competition.
My name's Jake Cantor. I work for Broadcast, which is the industry journal for the British television industry. ITV is a very good example. ITV is a company that is undergoing a huge amount of change to reduce its dependence on traditional advertising. And it is that pool of money that these local television stations will also be trying to get at. So they're effectively trying to access a dwindling source of revenue.
But Jeremy Hunt believes the economic potential is there.
The example I always give is of Birmingham, Alabama, which is a quarter the size of our Birmingham and has 8 local TV stations. And so I think there is definitely a market there.
But will it be the biggest change in broadcasting for a couple of decades? Media analyst Claire Enders foresees a more modest future.
We think we will see maybe 5 to 8 real commercial local stations develop, but it's not going to be a very big deal. But those people who consume them care about them a lot and keep them going. And I think that's where the model of local TV will really end up.
And that perhaps is the point, that it's ultimately local people who will decide if the local TV revolution can be televised.
And Abergavenny has never seen the like. I must confess this is going to be a great day and it's going to be very, very good for Abergavenny. Thank you very much.
Chris Valence reporting.